confused, overwhelmed, stressed. Delve into the truth as we take on this world with eyes wide open. Join Vicki, Elle, Niccie, and Teresa, 4 women, 4 decades, here to discuss issues that affect you. Expect laughter, but we promise to be real and share God's truth as we let the video roll.
Hi, this is With Eyes Wide Open, and we are coming to you today from the elevator. Have you ever been in an elevator and it's just uncomfortable when someone comes in?
It's just
we just
you.
had someone come in the
I'm just
elevator.
gonna quick. She has no idea. Oh, do we have to cut you out of our little YouTube video, or can you handle it? Oh, she can handle it.
Yay.
All right.
So how uncomfortable is this? Not only is she
Yes.
coming on an elevator with 4 women, but we're videotaping while she comes on, and she is a trooper. She allowed us to do that.
She's gone.
But I used
Have a
to
good
work on the
night.
24th floor of an office building, and I lived in the Midwest, but I moved out to the West Coast. And I remember my friend would always say to me, Linnell, we don't make friends and talk to people in the elevator. We just don't. And I thought, I'm in a contained space. These are like people who are right next to me, so I should be talking to them, right? So what do you guys think? Should you talk or not talk to people on the elevator?
I love this topic because we are on an elevator, but I'm thinking just in life general. We're so busy. We miss people. And we know that God connected to people through going out, walking in the world, building relationships, and that's what it's all about. So this is a little bit of a talk about friendship, but I still think that building relationships, we can't get in. We need to respect space.
That's right, we do.
But
And women are very relational, and because we're relational, that means it's important for us to have friendships. So we can have good friends, but there can even be toxic friends. So how do you know if you have a good friend? What are you doing?
she made monkey or bunny ears. Okay, so oh,
Come on in.
Come on in.
Okay.
yeah.
We're just
Doing
push
a
your
little
button.
video.
We're just doing a video. There you go. Thanks.
So do you remember where you're at? How do you
You're on
know
the
if you have good friends?
We're
or
talking about toxic
friends?
friends because
But-
then we get the bunny ears.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
So I'm a toxic friend.
Teresa, what's your take on this whole friend conversation and space
Oh,
and
You know, I think when I think of friends, I think of some of the people who, I go back to high school friends. They're people who I might not talk to for 5-10 years, and when I'm with them, we pick right back up where we left off. And I think that's how you know that you have a genuine friendship there, and you're with people you truly love. Or, these women, we've been together for, this is maybe only our 3rd time truly together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
But yet it's as though we've always known each other and are incredibly close. And it's so rewarding to have a friendship where you feel like you have that type of friend.
Yeah, and to get real.
Yeah.
It's just that soul connect. You can have relationships where it's really surface, and that's tough for me because I love to get real and I want to know who you are. I want to connect with you, and I want to be able to be myself. And to me, superficial relationships, I have a harder time being myself.
No, but
That's stressful.
part of why we have this relationship, which we do. I mean, I just love these ladies, and I know they feel the same way about me, right, guys?
Okay, we do.
No, but the truth is that it's because she's saying we got real, but I think our faith has a bunch to do with it. We have that one thing in common. We're there for each other. We know it. We love each other. I mean, not in love that weird way. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I love and care about each and every one of you. And those kind of friendships, priceless.
Yeah, and the Lord put us together, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we can try to make relationships work, and you know what, they don't work, and that's okay. We can let those go because God has wonderful relationships for us. We could not have put this together. I think we said that in another video. We could not have planned this, but God did, and so we trusted in Him, and we listened to Him, and we stepped out, and we made that connection.
And we want this for you. Sorry,
Yes.
Vicki's not getting a word in
I
edgewise.
know.
Let me say one more thing.
Oh,
I don't want to forget this, but
Okay.
we want this for you so bad. We didn't talk about this, but we are getting ready to do our very first event, and it is about this. It's about women building relationships, having fun, knowing how to have these healthy, godly friend women relationships. It's going to be called Girls Night.
Done right.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, we want you to have great friends, great
Yeah.
Christian friends.
Yes.
One of the things I wanted to say that it's important for me to have women that I can talk to and that have opinions and don't get angry when we share opinions with one another.
When we
That
don't
we
agree.
that we grow one another and we push one another rather than come on, can you come in? Come on in.
Okay, we're
So-
going to switch.
So that becomes very, very important. And one of the things that Elle said
Can you handle YouTube?
that I think is so
There's a
important.
nice little couple here.
Okay, and finally, when I get a chance to talk, they show somebody else. So I'm going to finish
It's
this.
Vicky's turn. Okay,
But
sorry.
one of the things that I like about it is because I think, and Elle said this, is instead of competing, we try to complete one another. And as women, that's what we need to do because sometimes we can do what's called relational aggression. And we need to be careful with that, that we need to push one another and help ourselves grow rather than tear one another down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
I want
powerful.
each one of you to tell me what's one thing you look for in a good friend.
Oh gosh. Okay. I want a woman who speaks truth to me, but will pray with me. I mean, I didn't have friends. I didn't have friends that I would ask to pray for me or would think to pray out loud for them, but it's huge. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Elle?
Yeah. Gosh, two things come to mind. One is faithfulness,
Mhm.
and the other one is that they love me, that I can be myself. I don't have to feel like I need to be somebody for them to like me or want to spend time with me. They like
Awesome.
me.
Right.
I like you.
Yeah, I do too. Teresa?
And I was going to say, people who make me feel like I can be myself.
Mm.
And then also people who I feel that I add as much value to their lives as they're adding
Oh,
to
that's
mine.
good. I like
And
that. Yeah.
that's
That's so selfless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry guys, my
and
arms get a little tired.
laughter.
Laugh,
I
yeah,
think
like
laughter
that.
is huge.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's
I
so
do too.
important.
What
Yeah.
about you, Vicki?
Well, I think what all of you said, and I love the idea of I can add value to their life, and they can add value to my life, and we're willing to be real with each other
Yes.
and share things that maybe we wouldn't share with anybody else.
Mm-hmm. You
So,
trust them
yeah,
to say
trust
those
them.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I have one other question. When do you know that you have a toxic friend that perhaps you need to step away from?
Mm.
So what's a sign?
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah. I think your friend needs to always be wanting to build you up.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start seeing somebody who's sort of getting in the way of you growing, that's not a good sign.
Or how about stirring the pot?
Yeah.
Like they're always just antagonistic and they want to
Yeah.
look at the negative and they're just going to say those negative things, and so you're always
Yep.
dealing with that. That's just
Your
really
choice.
tough. Yeah. You're welcome to come on.
Yeah, come on in if you
Do
want.
a
You're
little
welcome to come
YouTube
in.
video.
That's right. Teresa?
I would say someone who. What was the question?
Yeah, people coming in and out.
The toxic relationship.
How do you know when it's toxic?
Mm-hmm.
I think you know it's toxic when you find out from another friend or another, even if it's a work relationship type friend, that they've got something else to say about you than what they're saying to you.
Talking about you behind your back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what I was going to say. The whole idea of gossip and jealousy is that if that's continuously something that's happening, I think that you have to talk to them about them and let them know how you're feeling. But if that's continuously happening, then you need to be willing to say, this just isn't working. Doesn't mean that you don't care about them and that you don't want to like them, but sometimes you just have to be willing to step back because it can be such a toxic relationship that harms that person as well as you.
Okay, I'm gonna say one thing. Sorry.
Oh, but I have to do the verse.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not gonna
Okay.
close it. But you just said something about be willing to tell them. We're talking a lot about what kind of friend they are, and we do not have perfect friends. Thanks, Teresa. And so us doing that with a loving heart,
Right.
because our goal
Right.
is for them to grow,
Right.
and
Right.
they may, and
Right.
then that's great.
Yeah.
And pray.
Yep.
Pray
Pray.
for them, because you know the Holy Spirit can do so much more than you going and saying
Yeah.
something. Sometimes it's not our place to say something.
Right.
Sometimes we
Yeah,
have
that's
to go
true.
tell them.
That's right.
Mhm.
Because in Matthew 18 it tells us to go and go to them if there's issues.
And not to everybody
Nope,
else.
that's right, and
to
not
go
to
to
everybody
them.
else should go to them, but then sometimes you just need to pray and
Yeah,
you need to ask
that's
the
true.
Lord to intervene and speak to their hearts.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
so I'm going to read from Ecclesiastes without my glasses. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good, more satisfying reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
So isn't that
Find
awesome?
a great friend.
Yes,
Yeah.
find a great friend. Don't give up.
No.
Don't think, oh, this is all the better relationships I could
No.
find. This isn't.
You
God
got
has
this.
Great relationships.
Pray for a
you,
friend.
You know,
Yes,
soul
pray.
friends.
Yes,
friends.
soul friends.
Soul friends.
All right,
So are we ready to end?
Oh,
Yes. We have a great Bible verse.
Yes.
Teresa seems like she always says it for us.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I do. From the Message Bible, Colossians 4:2. Pray diligently, stay alert with your eyes wide open in gratitude.
So join us as we step into truth and
and
light
light
with eyes wide open.